Yo, this girl that I'm actively disrespecting on this app. I just asked her, like, okay, hold on. This is the last thing we said to one another. It's crazy how disrespect works. It's crazy. This is the last thing we said. All right. So I said, get with the program. She's like, I've been with it. So I'm like, all right, what we doing then? And then she said, trying to figure out why you got me so fucked up. And I said, and I quote, for my own entertainment, we're past that now. I'm trying to get to know you over some good food. And I got a positive response to that. I swear to God, you can't make this shit up, man. You're not well.
You know what's wild, bro?
Ain't well, man.
You know what's wild?
Give me that right there. Let me light the
candle.
Candle. What's up? That beanbag is comfortable as fuck?
The Lakers are champions again! Watch out!
Oh, you gonna light it?
No!
Hold on, let me get you the 1 out of 10 candle. It's this one right here.
Bro, look. Your team is no longer.
Hey, don't get disrespectful. Hey,
no,
first of all, you don't have to get disrespectful. You don't have to get disrespectful.
You're trash.
You needed LeBron and Anthony Davis to win a championship in 6 games versus a Bulls team without Dragic and Bam.
A Bulls team?
I mean, sorry, a Heat team. So let's not get started there, buddy.
You needed not only Kawhi Leonard, but for Kevin Durant to get hurt. And then y'all are barely winning then. So then Klay Thompson had to get hurt as well.
Right now you're comparing the Miami Heat to the greatest Golden State Warrior team of all time, bro, by the way.
They weren't because Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson got hurt.
But you're comparing them as if it's a one-to-one comparison. That's a logical fallacy called false equivalence. That's what you're doing right now.
You know what's crazy? You know what's a better team? This year's Miami Heat team, even without Goran Dragic, when both Steph and Klay were not, when both Klay and Durant were not available. So let's stop it.
All right, buddy.
Your team is trash now.
They won't
forever be relevant yet again. And just get back to your normal
you can't say shit like that and then pretend you're positive. You're the most negative person I know. Because you could have just celebrated and I was lighting the 1 out of 10 candle for you, but you came out here to be negative today. So you know what? No, we got to keep this shit. We got to keep this shit because I'm happy Frank Vogel got a chip. I'm happy Anthony Davis got a chip. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of legends on that team.
LeBron got a chip.
LeBron got plenty of chips. I'm talking about the people who just got a chip. You know what I'm saying? Jason Kidd got another chip. You know what I'm saying? Like, we racking up.
Are you know happy for?
Who?
The Lakers as a whole, bro.
Yeah, no cap. What a resurgence after Dr. Buzz passed away. Ownership and management problems out the ass. To finally pull things together.
It really wasn't no ownership management problem. It's the same thing that almost every franchise goes through. It's just that because we're the Lakers, everybody hates on us so much so that all of a sudden it's a problem. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Hey.
All those other franchises that haven't won anything in the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years, how come they don't have problems? Well, all of a sudden we got problems because we went through a 7-year stretch.
10.
But it's cool, though.
10.
It's cool. No, I'm talking about 7-year stretch without making the playoffs. But it's cool, though. Y'all just hold us to that level of excellence and that standard. It's fine.
Why does this Life Water not taste like Life Water?
It tastes better?
No, it tastes considerably worse.
Oh, it's probably Kyle Lowry spit.
Why do you say things like that?
Because it tastes worse. If it was better, it'd probably be LeBron or Anthony Davis spit. But
you're gargling today. A lot of.
Hey, hold on. Let me say what's up to my people, yo.
Start us out, man.
Yo, that podcast people, it's the one and only legend of winning, aka Low. We back with another episode of the Peer to Peer podcast. On my left, I have my co-host, the Toronto fan that will be relevant for the remainder of his life. You want to say something or no?
Hold on, I'm switching it up. I'm being nice now. You see what I'm saying? Go from disrespect for the nice. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? Just watch the Lakers win a championship. Shout out Jimmy Butler, though, bro. He a GOAT, no cap.
You know what shout out to LeBron?
Without a doubt.
You're a hater.
Yeah, the way he was driving, I was like, man, why do you just do this every possession? He just does it so effortlessly. It's beautiful.
Facts. Man, hey, yo, before we get to it, though, shout out to all my audio people out there listening on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. Make sure y'all rate us a 5-star. Make sure y'all leave a comment. LA all day. 17th year. AD, LeBron, like whatever you gotta, something Laker related. Kobe, something Laker related. Pow, Shaq. Caruso, something Laker related. You know what I'm saying? Also, shout out to all my, people out there on YouTube. After you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join. Know the gang. And after you join the notification gang, make sure you leave a comment as well. Lakers, something Laker related, purple and gold, something.
Congrats, though. No cap. Because my bad.
And finally, shout out to my word of mouth. People hold me down on Twitter all the time, bro. Spamming up all the Laker love out there, because that's all we talk about. Nothing but excellence around here.
Hey, I'm a
championship 17.
I'm a candle guy. You know what I'm saying? I saved the champagne toast candle for really good days. You feel me? So I lit one here, and just in your honor, and in old agent's honor, because back when Kobe was a player, I was a huge Laker and Kobe fan.
We don't claim you, so it's fine.
Lakers don't claim you neither. Trust me.
They do. But that's fine. I'm happy you lit that because you'll never light it for your team. So I'm happy.
You know what I'm saying? When I get 1 out of 10, or when I get my fourth vehicle, or when I lock down the next big 5-figure deal.
But it's definitely
I like
not.
That.
But it's definitely
I like
not.
That. I like that.
But it's definitely
when,
not.
When we get Giannis in the free agency, I'm lighting that.
But it's definitely not when y'all win a championship again.
I mean, when he gets traded.
Because these are his. I think they have expiration dates.
I
think they have expiration dates.
You could find it in yourself to be positive, by the way. You could find it in yourself to be positive.
Very, very long time.
You want to be negative so bad, but I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you spiral this negativity my way.
Champions.
Hey, congrats, no cap.
Champions.
It's dope to turn around the way we do.
Champions, bro. We're champions.
Because some teams like the Bulls,
champions. Irrelevant.
No, but at one point they had a winning culture and a dynasty. So I'm saying the Lakers have had plenty of dynasties, but they continue to get back there.
Another one too. We're in the beginning of the next one.
I mean, LeBron's like 36, but I think he could probably still do.
You're a hater. Okay. So
you want me to be negative, the negative guy so bad. By the way, this is picture perfect evidence that Low is the negative one in our relationship.
It's cool, bro. It's cool. It's fine,
I'm really congratulating you.
It's cool.
And
that's great.
You're spending more time shitting on Toronto.
No other choice
but I haven't said nothing.
You have no other choice but to congratulate my team.
I can most definitely just make all those excuses everyone else on Twitter is making.
And you be a hater.
Exactly. But I'm showing love though, because I'm not a hater.
It's fake love because you are a hater. That's
no,
that's the problem.
You have no idea how happy I am. Anthony Davis getting a chip. Frank Vogel, bro. You know how I love. Since the Pacer days, I've loved Frank Vogel, man. Since Paul George is holding him back in Indiana.
He hold back Kawhi and Doc Rivers. Look, fuck that organization too, bro. I don't even want to talk about them.
Why are you saying that?
We need to sign a petition to make sure that team never plays another game in the Staples Center. I promise you.
Talking about the Clippers?
Who
you talking about right now?
Who?
Say what you just said again.
We need to sign a petition to make sure that team.
Who's that team?
Never play. I'm not going to say their names.
The Clippers.
It's disgusting to even bring them up. I'm about to throw up right now. The fact that we're talking about them.
And no cap.
It's disgusting that they keep
losing. You don't have to hate, though. You don't have to hate.
But they keep losing.
You could say productive things.
Losing.
You could say productive things, Low, like Kawhi should have stayed in Toronto. But right now you're hating.
But they keep losing. That's the problem. Imagine all of that winning we've done in that arena just for them to come in and lose. When they play basketball games, they have the audacity to put up like banners of like Blake Griffin and division titles over our championship banners. That's disgusting.
But they should be allowed to put that DeAndre dunk up there though, like a silhouette of it.
Well, they're losers, so they celebrate regular season success. That's fine. Yo, champions, bro. So the whole podcast when we talk about LeBron and AD and Lakers.
We're not.
So first thing first, yo, how did you feel about Caruso in the starting lineup tonight? How do you feel about that?
I think this is where I talk shit, but then you show love because we're a talk show now. Caruso played absolutely horribly.
No.
Wait. My statistician, what was that? He only scored 2 points in the last quarter of Game 6.
No.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Danny Greeno. He pulled up in a Game 6, you know what I'm saying? Dropping buckets as he usually does on Game 6.
But did he do?
He did all right. I mean, he did good. He did what you would pay. He did what they expected.
Oh, I'd say not pay. Because KCP stepped up. Shout to KCP.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it was a great win.
Shout to Rondo.
You weren't like
Rondo.
I was a little underwhelmed by like your reaction.
It was a blowout.
No, but like when the Raptors won, like I was just in a state of pure bliss, and I was, there with no other Raptor fans in this situation.
Let me explain.
Okay.
This is expected for us.
It's been 11 years without a chip. How is it expected?
It's expected for us.
If you went 11 relationships in a row and they all failed,
the difference is
how could you still expect success?
This is actually the first time that was the first time you ever seen your team win a championship, correct?
Look, you don't have to hate.
I'm asking you.
Man,
I'm asking
real
you, right?
Negative vibes today.
For me, though, I witnessed it.
I'm not fucking with the negative.
Times.
Yo, bro, I'm not messing with the negative vibes.
I witnessed it 5 times, now 6. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy. Now, if it was my first one, I would probably go crazy. But you'll hear it tomorrow, or maybe the next day when I buy the banner and I hang it up, because it's going to get hung up in our house.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a banner for last year. No kia.
Absolutely not.
Hey, without a shadow of a doubt, though,
the
negative energy you're spewing here on this podcast is really making it challenging for me to.
We can talk about positive. We can talk about positive.
Oh, let's talk about positive.
What do you think the Lakers are going to get in return for trading Danny Green?
Probably. Man, she fucking with me.
Wow. Disrespecting women.
I don't know.
It's crazy. You just love disrespecting women.
No.
And disrespecting the Lakers, bro. That's crazy.
No, so far you've been the only negative one so far this podcast.
Bro. You're just so disrespectful, bro. Where does LeBron rank all time?
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit might be number 1. I don't know if it's number 1, but it might be number 1, bro.
Nah, he's second. But I like that. I hear you.
So you think he just won that chip, man, and you think it's still second?
Well, it wasn't even really cemented if he was better than Kobe yet. So, yeah, it'd be second. He's second behind Kobe.
Now you a Laker fan.
Okay,
now you a Laker fan. All right.
You see what I'm wearing? He won the championship, but I'm still wearing the 2-4 on me, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, he's second, though, to Jordan, so it's cool. Yo, man. And then the money I'm about to rack up by just randomly just talking about Lakers stuff for the next week and a half.
I expect 7 videos. Pump them out.
Maybe 8.
Listen, I'd be excited with 9.
9, 10?
Shit, surprise me.
17 for each championship we've won.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
If you did that, you only upload like once.
Yeah. But I'd make it a long video, though, because it was a big win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if everybody would watch the whole thing. But look.
Some of your most popular videos are Raptor videos. Stop the disrespect.
Yeah. Nah, it's probably about to be a Laker one. But
probably.
Actually, right now it's a Milwaukee one, so you're still wrong.
Damn. So your theory of it's gonna blow up because it's Lakers?
Well, no, it's just gonna be the most truth I've ever spitting in my life. That's facts.
You could come across as so biased in that shit.
Hey, it don't matter.
People gonna stop respecting your basketball opinion.
Who gives a fuck? They just bored. Loser fan bases. That's all they are,
you
bro.
Could be positive, bro. You could really celebrate and be positive.
But why would I? For the past 7 years, I've just been hearing people hate on us.
Because you guys are easy to hate.
Why? What have we done in the past 7 years for y'all to hate us?
Oh man, you don't think the Laker fan base is easy to hate?
But what have we done in 7 years?
Bro, every free agency, there's 100% certainty you're landing the biggest player, and you only do it.
But we didn't do it though.
But you only do it about 7% of the time.
So why are you hating then?
They a lot of the times, Lakers specifically, they'll put together a team of zero chemistry, all talent stars, like they did with Kobe, Dwight, and Nash, and it fall apart, and it's easy to make fun of them because it's like that was a horribly put together team.
That's fine, but after that year, what was the purpose of hating us for 7 years?
You know what I'm saying? They'll pick up coach after coach after coach, firing after firing after firing, just to see what works.
But why hate us for 7 years?
I'm just letting you know
why.
Okay, so you're asking
why
rhetorical questions now.
Was anybody hating on the Raptors when y'all were trash?
Plenty, yeah.
Stop it.
Yep, plenty of people.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah, they still hate on us now, even though
no, they don't. Y'all are a feisty team, bro. Y'all are a feisty team. Y'all fought past the first round against a trash Brooklyn Nets team that you thought gave y'all some credibility in the playoffs, and then y'all fought against the Boston Celtics in the second round. Y'all lost, bro. If I have to hear Kyle Lowry being a top whatever point guard when he's not, come on now.
Boston.
What's the difference between Caruso and Kyle Lowry? Except for hair, skin tone.
Click that.
And boot. And
click that, and send it to Los so he could tweet about it. Because that's what we do now.
He probably fuck with it though. Yo, but shout out to everybody out there. Los, you're a Heat fan, so not you, but shout out to everybody else, bro. I mean, we did it. We did this. We did it, bro. all that hard work for 7 years, we did this, bro.
Now, I got to ask you, since it's the first time since you were like in your teens that the Lakers have won a championship.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little underwhelming, isn't it? Like, I was...
What?
Yo, bro, when the Raptors won a championship, I expected to feel like the world. But then the next day, I was just like... Well, no, after the parade. It was after the parade where I was just like, huh. That's the feeling, huh? And I just figured that the feeling would last way longer because you still feel good about the fact that your team is a champion, but then you quickly realize that even though it still feels good, that initial high was the high, and the real enjoyment was watching your team become champions.
Well, two things.
I went back in time and appreciated the fact that I pulled up to every playoff series, at least one game, and sat courtside. I appreciated that because that was what was really the moment.
But here's two things. A, your ring doesn't really count that much because Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson weren't healthy.
Okay.
The second thing is
Dragic and Bam was not healthy.
But Bam played.
In one game.
No, he played way more than one game.
I know, he played like 2 games, bro. And Dragic played
most of the series.
And Dragic played a total of like 2 quarters. Yep.
So is he going to guard LeBron?
So what are you talking about right now? Because you're arguing something, and I'm coming with
I'm going to the second part. The second part is this. I truly believe this. Unfortunately, I think that part of fandom won't exist anymore because so many players bounce around. Because I feel like you may have felt differently if DeMar had won it.
Wait, say it again. I'm trying to respond here.
Jesus.
Take it away.
This is what I said. I said that I think a part of it is because so many players bounce around in free agency and being traded that you don't actually grow with the new players on the team. Because I think you would have felt differently if DeMar had won it.
Yeah, maybe. It would have been like it would have really illustrated like just how much like of the process.
Yeah, exactly.
But because Kawhi came in.
Exactly.
But Kawhi kind of completed the process. You feel me? So even if DeMar was there was plenty of people that move in and about. Like, back in the day, DeMar DeRozan, Andrea Bargnani, Amir Johnson, Jose Caldo, and TJ Ford, like that was also part of the process. Like it was a lot.
Yeah, but you as a fan, you bring this level of delusion of like DeMar's part of the process is he's the one that's going to get us the ring type. Like you that's the part of the process that you're like telling yourself. So the same thing with like when Kobe, right? When like Shaq left and you keep telling yourself, no, like we got to keep Kobe because he's the guy. He's it. He's the one. He's the one who's going to bring us one. And then you also get delusional where you're like, and also Derek Fisher, he's going to play a pivotal role. I know he is. And then we trade Shaq and get Lamar Odom. You're like, Shaq is getting kind of older, so we don't really need him anymore. And plus, you see what Lamar can do, right? You saw him in Miami, right? He's actually really good.
That's delusion, but is not delusion with Toronto, though. And that's because I have 100% full trust that Masai found a way to finesse whoever he was dealing with. So I just have faith that Masai did that.
But that's the same thing with the Lakers.
Nah, the Lakers have had years where they've completely mismanaged teams and they got off on just talent. Yeah, bro, there was a time where Kobe demanded a fucking trade. That's me. You know how badly you have to mismanage something for one of the best player in the league to demand a trade and get the fuck up out of there?
But how do we just talent muscle our way back into the situation?
Because a lot of the time that's what happened.
When?
It was only the talent of Kobe that was able to attract offers to get a person like Pau Gasol on the team.
Pau was traded.
Exactly.
How that's a management thing.
No, what I'm saying is, had Kobe not been on the team, I don't think the Lakers would have had the power to make that move.
Okay, but the reason why they kept Kobe because that's management decision. We're not going to trade.
They continued to mismanage after the couple championships they got.
Yeah, after that,
and they picked up a Steve Nash that played like 9 games all season. He just wanted his bag.
And they gave draft picks.
And a Dwight Howard who kept tearing his shoulder every 3 games.
Dwight was kind of
and they wasted a good year for Kobe. And Kobe, I don't remember, it must have been like 15 injuries he accumulated that year.
That's after the championship.
That's not mismanagement.
That's after the championship.
He could have got more. I don't think Kobe
so.
couldn't have got more past 2011.
But who else was on the team?
Exactly. So the fact that they couldn't line Kobe up. LeBron right now is 36 and they got an Anthony Davis to come on the team.
Yeah, but they did.
You don't think they could get? You don't think they can get a 33-year-old Kobe some stars around him?
No, when you committed yourself to Pau Gasol, you don't have that much flexibility to do anything else.
All right. Anyway, if you're arguing right now that the Lakers have been perfectly managed or just well managed over the last 2 decades, then you're wrong. I didn't say that. There's been years where there's been some great
most of the last 2
acquisitions.
decades. Most of the past 2 decades have been well management.
No,
thank you.
I think the Lakers get away with a lot because they're the Lakers.
No.
Anyway, congrats on the chip, though. I know you're not really a Laker fan because you were born and raised in Atlanta.
Stop.
But
Stop.
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, though.
You're a hater.
Listen, I'm saying congratulations. You know, one day the Hawks will win a championship, and you might really know what it feels like to win a championship.
I won't care about that at all.
You will, because you're from Atlanta.
Don't care.
You was born here.
When the Falcons were in the Super Bowl, I didn't even watch it.
Man, see, that's the reason why teams leave Atlanta, bro. Because y'all don't be supporting them.
That's why Vince Carter left, right?
And who we get?
DeMar DeRozan.
Hold on. No, Chris Bosh is already on the team. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan.
All right, yeah, say less.
Wait, which? If we're being honest, nah, he didn't. But he came.
What are you trying to say? Because you about to say something crazy, boy.
As I sit here and pontificate on the thought of DeMar DeRozan being a more valuable player than Vince Carter, I think that's. No, I wouldn't even argue that's far-fetched. I'd say that's a close comparison.
It's a close one, but I don't think it's better though.
And
yeah, shout out to DJ Banger, you know what I'm saying? Shannon Brown, Sasha Vujacic, Jordan Farmar,
Sun Yut.
Who?
Yeah. He was one of the only Chinese players. You don't remember Sun Yut?
Yi
John Leon?
I thought you were trying to
Yi John Leon? Yeah.
Shannon Brown, Jordan Farmar. All them, bro. All them on the bench. Just not only the starters, on the bench too. Shout out to Trevor Ariza too, buddy. He was on the team.
Of course.
Now from that to this?
Crazy.
I swear to at least 2 more rings. At least 2 more rings.
You think so?
LeBron, I think LeBron got it.
Who would even challenge him next year? Well, the Warriors.
That's a good question. Who would? I don't know about the Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors. I don't know who else.
Who's guarding LeBron? Who's guarding AD?
Probably like Rudy Gobert.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Hey, anyway,
that's a joke.
Let's move on from basketball unless you want to rehash some off-top podcast days.
Please stop.
You know what I'm saying? Let's move on from that.
Your guy Tory Lanez, God, he's going to jail for 22 years. We did it.
I was like, how about all the people that wanted to hear both sides? Where are they at now?
Yo.
I was like, he got charged, not convicted. Relax. Also, why would you not want to hear both sides of every story? What the fuck is going on in 2020?
But the fact that people don't even know what the difference between charging and convicting is wild to me.
This is so crazy. It's so crazy. But Tory Lanez had that shit coming, bro. There was at least 3 moments in the album where he was like, if it was real, how come I ain't get charged though?
And the cops were like, say less. We didn't make that happen. We're just getting the paperwork together, really. But if that's what you're waiting on, because we were just waiting on a couple signs to go through.
Yeah.
We'll charge you.
So it's 2 charges from what I read. There's the I think it was aggravated assault, which I don't know if there's enough evidence. It depends because if there is evidence, we haven't seen it. So they might present that, and that might be part of the reason why Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez aren't saying much about the situation. So who knows? We can't speak on that. But the charge we know he's gonna get hit with is having an illegal weapon that's also loaded in the vehicle, and it's happened in California, right?
Yep.
Yeah, at first I thought it happened in Florida where they probably wouldn't give a fuck, but in California they might care about that. So he get hit with that. I don't know what the max sentencing is for that charge.
I don't know. If he was in New York, he would have been done.
Yeah, because they take that very seriously there. So shout out Tory Lanez, man. That is a tough situation. Wow, what a talented guy. It's so sad to see him like
wasted.
Well,
that's wasted.
He could still make music. But it's like
in jail.
Oh, I saw Bobby Shmurda do it.
Oh man, no. Jesus Christ.
He's on that one song with 6ix9ine.
Those prison tunes ain't gonna be hitting the same, I promise you, boy. And, quarantine radio to prison tunes? Nah, bro, it's not gonna hit.
That's gonna be the new record label he does since he's independent now. Because, you know, Akon had his whole convict music. And he really only spent six months or something like that in prison. And on top of that, that was just holding time because he never got sentenced. Like he didn't have to do jail time for his thing. I watched the whole video and it was crazy. He wasn't really a convict. Anyway, no, I think he did get charged. I think he did get convicted, but it was no jail time. Anyway, hey man, that's so sad. I remember listening to Tory Lanez like 3 years ago. And growing up in Toronto, you know what I'm saying? You're in tune when there's a Toronto artist blowing up. And I think he had that song called like Say What, or it was called like Say Yes or something like that. It was really good and shit blew up. And I was like, oh, snap, Toronto, we coming up. Blew up, widely recognized as one of the most talented artists just across the industry. But it looks like he's going through,
and he was like going through a peak of like popularity that is almost unheard of from a
just like 4 months ago
from an independent artist. Yeah, it's almost unheard of.
Isn't that wild how one event could just drastically change the trajectory of your life? And it could just be
not really. I mean, it was a pretty wild incident. So
no, it doesn't matter how wild the incident is. Just the fact that all it takes is one moment. You know what I'm saying? And so. Why are you just shrugging? That's wild.
Because he did something wild.
No, I understand. I'm not saying he didn't deserve the consequences. Well, first of all, we don't even know if he did it yet. But assuming he did do it, the fallout, whether or not he deserved it, is irrelevant to the point. All it takes is one moment. Like LeBron was perfect for 16 years and then said one thing about China. And that's what people are running with right now, bro.
Which is crazy. I be forgetting about it from time to time, and then somebody in my timeline is like, but remember what he said about 8 months ago? And I'm like, okay, I don't care. Actually,
so it's like, but regardless of whether or not LeBron deserves that, that's irrelevant to what I'm trying to say. All it takes is one moment. You're in the light, and it's just one moment. And the people that watch you and know you are going to look past that. But then the people that are only ever heard of you, like I heard a couple songs, I seen him play a couple times. That's the only thing they're going to know about you. So if I say like, for example, Louis C.K., one of my favorite comedians. If I say like, how about that Louis C.K. joke? A casual person that might have heard him a couple times is going to be like, you mean the guy who jerked off in front of women without asking? Because that's what the fuck he went and did. It was just one moment. Well, it was actually, that was a slew of moments. Yeah. But, and now people get pissed, like even when he performs, like he's not allowed to do comedy no more. Louis C.K. can't perform anywhere. It's just, which is crazy. It's like, okay.
How do you feel about that?
Well, it depends on how wild of a thing it was. R. Kelly, I understand.
No, I'm talking about jerking off.
Oh, jerking off in front of women? When you look at all the evidence, and you're not looking at the headlines of what happened with Louis C.K.,
okay.
He needed to apologize and make a promise to do better. Because at the end of it, that's what all of this is about, is you'd hope the person learns from it. That's what the whole point of prison is, by the way. The whole point of prison is you pay for your the punishment is going to prison. You lose your freedom. You atone for your sins, and now you get better. So you give them a chance to get better. But the interesting thing about Louis C.K. in comedy is a lot of the times they be telling us who they are in their comedy.
Yeah.
He's one of the most perverted comics that I watch. And he says some really fucked up and wild things. So if people are just like, it's comedy though, so it doesn't really count. And people do that in music sometimes too. When you say something in a song behind a beat, people don't really take it serious. You know what I'm saying?
Which
like,
wow.
They're like, that was a song. Drake he was just rapping.
That shit hard. But it's just, he just playing. He ain't really kill nobody like that.
But in Louis C.K.'s situation, it's like, all right, man, if the guy apologized, the situation wasn't even as crazy as a lot of people in the initial reports made it seem. Yeah, it's wildly inappropriate. Don't pull your dick out in front of nobody. They don't want to see your dick. Ask. If they want to see your dick, then whip it out and jerk off.
But that kind of takes away from the moment.
Which is what some people probably think. And those people are going to make future mistakes, so you can't do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying you don't like always ask. Like you just go. You feel the flow. She's like, ooh, I think she want to see the dick. You just whip it out.
No, you don't.
When you make your first move when you kissing, right? Do you ask?
No, but she'll give you signs though.
She may have been giving a nigga signs.
No. It wasn't one person. Also, it was like
maybe he just
all of them.
He just can't read signs.
No, bro. No.
Yeah, he just like, she's touching my hand. I think it's okay for me to put my dick out. Like maybe that's it.
No. If you can't read signs, then after he got around the first time, he should have been like, I'm never gonna do that again without a written contract.
Nah. He probably just thought. He overdoes it.
No, but he just got off on that, which is like, okay, that's a dangerous thing to be like. For that to be your fetish, that's a dangerous thing because you're gonna get in trouble.
I get that, but I'm just saying, like,
hey, stop trolling, bro. People's gonna take you seriously because they think we're millionaires. So people don't get you trolling all the time. So relax, bro. Relax.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
no, what I'm saying is like, people do something, and me, like we're not high profile enough for people to give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So the shit that you did last week that you would never tell nobody about is never gonna come out unless, of course, you upload it to the cloud and then someone has to just hack it. But that's besides the point. Because that happens way too frequently. All you got to do is one thing. And if you're popular enough, it will come out. And then you're going to be scrambling for your life because all your social connections and your network just get cut off. Like Chris D'Elia, there was reports that, man, the initial reports was he was flirting with underage. And I was like, nah, Chris, he was real fucking funny. Like me and my friends used to love watching Chris D'Elia. I still watch him. I watched all his specials. Hilarious guy. All his friends and shit cut him off when those reports came out. Not all, but a large amount. And he was talking about it on our podcast. It might have been Joe Rogan's podcast. I don't remember. And then when follow-up reports came out because he dropped receipts showing that he asked the girls, and anytime they said they were underage, he stopped talking to them. At least as far as I know. I ain't looked deep into it. I just watched a few videos. And it's like, man, they almost ruined this dude's career over just not truths. Was there a big age difference? Yeah, there was sometimes where a girl was 18. I don't know how the fuck old he is, like 30-something, right? But that's common. That's common. Is it predatory? Who knows, man? That's up in the air. Was he flexing his clout and his leverage? Yeah. But it's like, that's not illegal. Is it morally wrong? Well, that's up for debate. But it's like people was just ready to ruin his life over that shit. And then I waited. Not because I like Chris D'Elia, but because we don't know. But there was a lot of people coming out saying like, yo, this is my text interaction with him. And it was cutting out significant parts to tell us a story. Jeez. So it was just like, yo, bro, if we learned any lesson over the last couple of years, hear both sides. And even when one side looks damning, like for example, when Deji got accused of botting, and then the company that allegedly botted Deji's account to get to 10 million subscribers so he can get his plaque, came out and said like, yeah, he used our service and he didn't pay us. When they came out and said that, I still waited. Even though the evidence looked pretty damning before I came to a conclusion. What does Deji have to say about this? Deji made a video and it's like, now I got both sides. Let me come to my conclusion. Bro, they tried to murk James Charles over BS. And a lot of it seemed fueled by just competition. Let me take out my competition. Yeah. And they made him into be this huge like predator demon individual. And it turns out the people accusing him of that were the real demons. Think about that. We haven't learned a lesson. We're not waiting to hear both sides. So I don't know if Tory did it or not. Does the evidence look damning? Yeah, but we're not going to wait for both sides just because you feel emotionally charged.
I think the problem with Tory though is when he made the album though. I already know there was like a handful of people who are like not willing to listen to him. But like as soon as he dropped the album and was on the album, like, come on, guys. It's Tory. Come on. Why would I do something that crazy? Come on, think about it. And plus, I mean, if it was real,
that was his real argument, by the way. You're joking? But why would I do something that crazy was a real argument he used.
But that was my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, let's first start it up with, before he even like dropped the album, he made a big deal about it. Like he was like, yo, I've been silent for a while.
But he did that like 12 hours before.
I understand it.
Okay. And it was one Instagram post. Again, so it was like a Kendrick Lamar surprise album.
Again.
There wasn't much hype behind. Like he didn't go on radio shows.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Keep going.
That's fine. But he didn't promote it as, hey, I'm about to drop an album.
Yeah, he promoted it as like,
hey, yo, man, I've been silent for a while. If y'all want to hear me, hear what I got to say, bruh, at this time, I'm going to drop something. And even when everyone was leading up to it, not many people thought it was going to be an album. They thought it was going to be him saying something or a song or something like that.
I thought it was going to be a song, yeah.
So then when he drops it, and then it's a lot of the tracks are like, come on, bro, that was crazy.
Does that even sound like me?
That don't sound like me. My name Daystar. That don't sound like me.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. And if it was me, I mean, come on, bro. They would have charged me by now. Look like, come on, use your brain. Like I just got my independence. It's the white man trying to bring me down. Come on, guys, we gotta stick together. That was his argument. So that was the problem, that he sat there and said that, and I was like, all right, bro, like if you weren't gonna say nothing, don't try to promote it like you're about to say something. And in the middle of it, it's like she got shot at. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, just don't say anything at all. But don't try to sit there and like put gas to the fire and try to act like you don't know what the fuck is going on. So for me, that was like the problem. But I mean, hey man, Tori, hold your head high. I hope you didn't do it, because not only if you did, that means that you more than likely will be going to jail for a very long time. And you are very talented, so I hope that doesn't happen for you. And I'm pretty sure you're taking care of a few people in your family, just to throw all of that stuff away because of a moment. It is crazy, but it is a moment that you did.
You got to be real calculated. That's a lesson I learned. Like,
I don't know if that's really calculated. Just don't be shooting nobody. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but like, that's Jesus.
I feel like a lot of because sometimes the controversies start over a calculated. Like LeBron's thing was like, that was calculated. He did it for Adam Silver. But it's like, yeah. So I don't think, so maybe being calculated is not the answer. Like, who has done it? Who has done it flawlessly? I'm trying to think. Because
The Rock, we said it already.
Yeah, but even now, like in this moment, he's a pretty polarizing guy just because of that Biden.
But that's nowhere near not enough.
Yeah, it's not really a controversy. That's just like a polarizing opinion he had.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I think The Rock might be the best example right now of a person who's just well loved by everybody.
Yeah,
you feel me? And it's like, but he did that by trying not to ruffle. I don't say he tried not to, but like, he didn't do anything overly polarizing the way that like LeBron is doing. LeBron is like just saying like, this is what I want to be known for. Like, Black Lives Matter.
When he was coming up in wrestling, in that era, they did a lot of shit that was crazy.
Yeah, plenty.
Niggas fucking body slamming women. I tend to forget that there was an actual wrestler that was a legit pimp. And he used to walk into the arena.
What is his name? What is the name of this person?
I can't remember, but he used to walk into the arena with literally hose. No,
you're really lying.
I'm not. Yeah, The Godfather.
What does this guy look like?
Yo,
there's no way they had a pimp in the WWE.
And he literally used to like call the girls he walked in hoes. He used to call them hoes, bro.
I don't see no girls around his waist though.
No. Like, go scroll. There's one right there.
Man, okay, so
go right there. He would just have girls just walking around dancing.
Yo,
with him.
He's wearing purple and all that.
With a cane in the jewelry. Calling him Papa Daddy or Pop Daddy, something like that. Pimp Daddy. It was an actual wrestler who's a pimp, bro.
It's wild how like
I was a kid and I was just watching it. I was like, oh, The Godfather, he's fighting tonight. God damn, this is gonna be a good one. And The Rock used to just disrespect and harass women all the time, but that's what they just did. And he used to just disrespect. Oh yeah. He used to just say like crazy shit. Like the girl be interviewing him, and she was like, "I know you want a taste of this rock strudel right here." He would just do like.
But was he in character?
Oh yeah, best. What I'm saying is
he acting.
No, again. But what I'm saying is the whole premise of like that shit back then was just wild.
He was just irresistible. That was his like brand.
Yeah, that actually was for a while.
Okay.
But here's the thing: if that shit happened now, people will be upset at you because you didn't stand up for it. Like, why would you even allow them to make that a character of yours? Like, what are you doing right now?
His tagline was, "I know you smell what The Rock is cooking." Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? That shit was catchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but for the most part, the shit he did wasn't really all that outlandish. Like, he wasn't a pimp. Right? Like, he wasn't that. But he used to do things from time to time that used to be just like, kind of like teetering the line and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, it's not really anything else he's done that's like he's been like very, very, like very clean. Yeah. And the fact that he pivoted from that in like one of the first movies he did, they went from like wrestling to like Disney movies.
Yeah, he did. He did that fairy movie out of nowhere. Yeah. And that was around the time John Cena also just started doing movies. And I was like, man, John Cena is about to blow up. And I thought The Rock was going to be like second place. No. Opposite. John Cena is in films from time to time, actually pretty frequently.
Well, The Rock was already doing film before that, but that was like
his big like, and people made a lot of jokes about him in the WWE. Are you a fairy now? Et cetera, et cetera.
In laid the SmackDown, right?
This is
a lot of shit, boy.
There's this great show called, I think it's called Glow. Yeah, it's called Glow on Netflix. If you guys ever want to watch a show about, I think it's like based in the 70s wrestling. Pretty decent amount of misogyny in there, but it's about women's wrestling. And there's a guy running the show. But it's the process of them like developing the characters and trying to find like a TV spot for it and like people coming out to the shows. It's very dope. So if you guys ever wanted to, and it's pretty short too. I think there's only a couple seasons and it's like 10 episodes each.
But I say all that to say, you're right. That, I mean, unfortunately, all your work can be completely thrown out the window because of one mistake. But I do feel like with Tory Lanez, he gaslit at something that really didn't need to be gaslit. I mean, if someone was accusing me of that, unless I'm going to come out right and say like, yeah, no, I didn't do that. But we got to wait for a while. I'm not going to make a whole album and in the album kind of just keep adding, gasoline to the fire. Like I wouldn't do that. And I think that was the reason why it was like, man, you really just think it's a joke. Like a woman just got shot and you're just like.
To be fair, if he believed that he was going to get charged already and he's independent now, dropping an album could be like
financially.
Yeah.
Financially, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because it does sound like some shit that's going to cost a lot to beat. And he has a lot to lose in that. Like, I don't think he's a permanent resident here. So a conviction to a felony means he got to get about the country too.
Yeah.
And unless he has serious plugs, which he might. I know he's cool with Drake, I think. I don't know if they're cool anymore. Probably they are. Is he's gonna need serious connections just to be able to do shows here if you get caught with something like that.
Yeah.
So there's that too. But yeah, just be smarter. Like people, it's wild. Like just the stuff that like you do on a regular basis that is just like almost normal to you, but you'd be like embarrassed to tell other people that you did in the past.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the negative about living your life so publicly is that, you know what I'm saying, you live enough of it publicly, eventually something's going to come out that tries and like take you down. You know what I'm saying? Like who was the person, Charlemagne, like they went back and found a 5-year-old clip of some shit he said, took it out of context and tried to murk his career, said cancel him.
He did the same thing with my man Joe Budden too.
Yeah, so it's like
y'all were there when they were joking about that, so I'm kind of confused. So like, why?
Yeah, they'll find videos already public, and they might even be popular videos.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Did you guys hear what he said?" And they'll take it completely like the context is relevant. You get a high out of trying to cancel somebody.
Crazy.
But it's like do you know the reality is, Lo, is there are a lot of people that move like just because someone's popular that they're not human because the fact that people threatened Danny Green's fiance over a shot that Danny Green missed. They don't think he's human, bro. Yeah. And they don't think nothing, like they believe he's invincible to human emotion. That's the only reason they would treat him like that.
Yeah.
And people regularly feel comfortable treating people subhuman just because they have popularity. And it happens very, very frequently. And I think it's gotten to the point where it's gotten so extreme that I think I'd say a majority of people is like, man, just cut that shit out. Like, there's more anti-cancel than there is cancel people now, I'd say. Because, like, we've seen it so many fucking times. Y'all been trying to cancel Joe Rogan for the better part of the last 2 years. People finding every reason to try and cancel the guy that just speaks his mind. You want everyone to be so filtered. Why you want everyone to be so filtered? You want everyone to agree with your opinion? Like, I'm going to say an opinion on here, bro. And you might not like the opinion. And you have opinions I might not agree with neither. But the idea that you could just take some out of context and try and ruin somebody over that is wild to me. Or use current present day standards to try and assassinate someone's character in the past where like that's you evolved. And the wildest part is those people that be doing that shit, they probably were also using that language or saying or doing those things. There was just no cameras and nobody cares about them.
Yep.
This is their opportunity to matter. It's like, yo, just because you think you don't matter, don't project that by just spewing negativity, man. The amount of times people done try and cancel this person, that person. It's like, yo, bro, if there's a reason to want to cancel someone, just stop watching them. You don't have to put together a fucking movement, man. You don't have to put together a movement. Yeah, bro, I don't agree with something you did. I'm going to just stop. I don't need to tweet about it. I don't need to tell nobody else about it. And that's that.
Well, Danny, Oh my God.
Say less.
But that Danny Green thing was wild as hell. And it's just like people who are just at home bored, who don't got shit going for themselves, and they trying to just have some type of control over somebody else's life.
Some of it is cool, like the memes, the criticism. Like he missed a wide open shot.
Yeah, but when you go, it's
the death threats, especially to people that's not relevant, like his fiance.
Yeah, not even in the game. Not even in the game, bro.
That's like, but people would do that for likes or for attention because they think like,
no, he that person DM'd her, so that wasn't even on like.
He probably like, yeah, look what I just sent Danny Green's fiance.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah, very weird.
You're a weirdo. Like at that point, yeah, it's beyond likes. Mm-hmm. Like he just like whoever did that was like, I'll teach Danny Green a lesson. I'll send a death threat to his wife.
And I think next time he's gonna know how to make his shots.
He's gonna fucking learn. He's gonna make his shots from now on, because if he doesn't, I'm gonna just keep sending these threats to random people in his life.
Like, yo, people don't think he's human, bro. When LeBron left Cleveland, that's a very good reason to be passionate and emotional. But when people was pulling up to his house, like he's some sort of zoo animal, I'm like, yo, do you not believe he's human?
Weird.
Yo, have you ever met somebody that you watched online or you saw on TV? The interesting revelation you have is like, wow, they feel real right now. Like, I remember the first time I saw someone like popular, I saw Devin Harris at an airport when I was visiting family in Dallas. And I was like, man, this Devin dude, he's really in front of me. Like, he ain't even that tall. Because you just assume every NBA player is 7 foot. He's like 6'1". Like, he almost my height. That's Devin Harris. Yo, I had Devin Harris. And it hit me. I was like, yo, that's a real person. But I might have been on Twitter like 3 years before that, like, yo, Devin Harris fucking sucks. And he might have sucked. Who knows? In that game, he might have sucked. But he's the person that's going to read that too. So when I sit here on this podcast and I criticize Logic because his albums have been like unlistenable, that's been the case for me. But I also know in the back of my mind, I don't want to say nothing to OD neither, because like I know he's a human being.
Yeah.
And as you're a human being, you could be criticized, but you're a human being. Let's not go overboard. Like, I don't need to send Logic tweets about how bad it was or DM him how awful of a human he is for dropping that last album. As soon as you
start sending DMs to somebody, you just taking it away. Because at that point, it's not. Because I feel like, for me personally, DMs are like, they're a personal thing. Like, this is a conversation that me and you are having. So like when you get to the point where you're like, man, fuck all this likes and retweet shit. I need to know that. That nigga needs to know how I feel personally. Like, fuck all my followers and all. I don't care about what anybody else got to say about this conversation that me and this nigga about to have right now. Hey, yo, nigga, that album you drop, look at me, boy.
I'm looking.
That album you drop, straight trash.
Okay.
You need to go back to that shit you used to be spitting, because that shit you spitting right now ain't none of that shit.
Okay.
Fix that shit, bitch.
All right. Now go tell your friends about how you just did that.
Oh, wait. I forgot to give you a death threat.
Oh, go ahead. Finish off with the conclusion.
You want me to, you know what? Drop another bad album, I swear. I'm sending nothing but death threats. Just drop one, bro. Like, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird, bored, have nothing going on for yourselves. Don't ever be that person. I don't even know, like, what strikes you to, like, sit there and think to yourself, like, what's going to get underneath his skin the most? What's going to really get him to start shooting these threes better? His wife, his fiance, death threats. That's it. That's how I'm going to do it.
That's the most productive way to go about how I'm feeling right now.
Like, do you still have like a dartboard? You just throw darts at it and you're like, okay, his kids eaten by alligators. And then he has to watch it with his mom. Oh yeah, that's it. Like, nigga, what's wrong with you? Like, niggas just
and it's like, it's excusable if you're like 13. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're 13,
I don't even think it is. Because when I was 13, I wasn't doing shit like that.
Especially online, where you're anonymous and people feel bold enough to just do and say the crazy. When you're 13, bro, I'll allow it. Like, you're a kid. You don't even know.
Nah.
But
were you 13? Were you really like? Were you contemplating like telling a nigga like if he took your kickball or some shit like? I hope your mom dies. Did you say shit like that?
Nah, but we had some wild Yo Mama jokes though.
Was it that your mom died?
Sometimes.
No, I've never. I'm playing. I was about to say, ever.
It's once you hit like 15, 16. Oh no, you graduated or dropped out? Hopefully not dropped out. It's high school, guys. Come on, you could do it. it's like, nah, at this point, like, you should just know better. But at that age, it almost, and even in my age now, like, sometimes people get a kick out of being, like, real edgy. You know what I'm saying? They're like, I mean, people gonna love this shit right here.
Y'all are weirdos
being real
too.
edgy.
But that's Los, though.
Huh?
That's Los. Like, he just says edgy NBA takes. And, like, he thinks that he's cool when he says it, but we all know he's not actually cool. Like, we all know he's, like, a cornball, right? And he just, like, says these things where it's like, oh, my God, like, legend when he's such a hater, like LeBron. It's like, nigga, shut up, bro. Like, he's just trying to be edgy and cool. He wants attention. He wants somebody to acknowledge him. That's the problem. Like, he said that shit about Duncan Robinson. He's like, Duncan Robinson's better than Klay Thompson. He just wants someone to acknowledge him. But no one's going to acknowledge him. He's just a bozo. He's a clown. Like, nobody doesn't care about his hot takes. Like, no, at all.
I care.
No, you don't.
I care.
You don't. You never even brought up a Los hot take ever a day in your life. Okay, exactly. So nobody doesn't care about his hot takes. Like, he's just an edgy cringe lord. He just says things, and he just likes LeBron. Like, that's it, bro. Like, when LeBron is out of the league, which is another thing, is gonna be very interesting. When LeBron is out of the league, like, niggas like Davis and Los, they're gonna stop watching the NBA.
They will.
Yeah.
But that had nothing to do with your previous points at all.
What are we talking about?
You got carried away.
Nah, it's hold on. Like,
look at your cue card. Take a look, eh?
Yo, but yeah, y'all. Some of y'all on the internet, y'all just gotta stop being weird, form your own opinions, and stop DMing people reckless things because y'all are weirdos, and we get it. You all don't have lives, but just go get a life. That's it.
You swear to God,
just get a life.
You would solve so many problems by just doing that. Swear.
Yo, if you get a life, a lot of this shit that you think is a concern to you won't be no more. I promise you. The things that you think are concerning, they will be insignificant the next day.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You just begin to forget. Like, you get a life and you immediately have fewer problems.
Immediately. I promise you. Because your time will be so consumed with something that is constructive that you won't even you won't even be concerned about a lot of the other things that's going around in your life that you make a part of your life.
Swear to God.
It'll be shit that you got going on for yourself.
Yeah. I got a lot of shit going on. But yesterday was the first day in actually ever since I did my whole list thing that I had 0 things on my list. Like, I got up at 1 a.m. to put together the things, the soundproofing that fell off?
No, I didn't know this shit fell off.
No, I had to put it back on. And I've been procrastinating for 2 weeks because it was the last thing on my list. Keep in mind, like, last week I had 45 things on my list to do. And I just sat back and I was like, as much things I had to do on a daily basis, I feel stress-free. You know what I'm saying? And I feel largely problem-free because I don't see problems are just like challenges to me. You know what I'm saying? But to people that don't have nothing going on, like, when they need entertainment, they'll make the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times it come like, you just bored. I say whatever, Danny Green, fuck your fiance, because I'm bored. That's what I'm gonna do with my time. I'm bored. What else am I gonna do? If I don't have a life yet, how else am I gonna productively utilize my time in a way that gives me equal satisfaction?
But it also means like this might be something mentally wrong with you.
It's not mental though.
But I think a lot of those people, like, their lives are so miserable that they need to like share that with someone else.
Yeah. Which is when I realized that, Lo, I stopped. Like, I became more immune because you matter a little. Like, it matters a little bit to you what happens, but you become more immune once you realize that.
Yeah.
Once you're like, they're just bored. There's people, Lo, I saw. Swear to God, it's like, congratulations, agent. You have no idea what you helped me through. With this video you dropped, it meant so much to me. It did this for me. Watch your videos all the time. Got me through this. Next week, fucking fat bridge protector. And it's like, but I know they didn't mean that though. A lot of the times they don't mean that because they're just bored. That's my job, is to have you be less bored. That's my job personally, is to drop videos. So for 15 minutes and 37 seconds, you're less bored.
Yeah.
But you don't have to extend that to the insults. Like, God damn it, I have a second channel, a main channel. We got this podcast. This is a long podcast, guys. And we got the AMP. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, you was right. You said we got AMP.
I got the AMP channel. I'm giving you so many opportunities to be unbored and hopefully like learn some shit from it or be entertained. No matter what you take from it, listen, that's up to you. So don't come at me on Twitter on some troll shit. That's fine. I don't get that clear.
Yeah, the trolling.
Because that's entertainment for me too. You know what I'm saying? I can make fun of myself, so that's entertainment. Don't stop the troll shit.
But as soon as they take it serious,
like, come on, man.
And not only that, because there's like somebody who was like, yo, Lo, but you're just a LeBron hater. And I was like, what do you mean? I literally thought he was trolling, so I sent laughing emojis. He was like, yeah, but like in all serious, like you just hate LeBron. I was like, oh, you're serious? So then I said, so just name me the tweet in the past week where I hated on LeBron.
You don't know how to do it.
And he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I did like the little Judge Judy, like I'm waiting on you, nigga. Like, where's that tweet? He's like, my bad, bro. Maybe I got you confused with Dom 2K or something like that. I was like, nigga, nobody hates LeBron. Like, just calm down, nigga.
You should have added him, included him in the thread.
I had half the mind to do so too. But like, no, nigga, like y'all are bored. Y'all are bored. Y'all just gotta get a life.
That's
I don't know what Lo's gonna do because he has to get a life beyond LeBron. Like when that happens, like I don't know what's gonna happen when he retires. Think about that for a second. So like people like Los, like they gotta stop. Like get a life. Like come on, bro. Always LeBron.
That's how you feel?
Duncan Robinson's better than Tyler Hero. Like I don't know. Like what do you want me to say at that point? Like come on, bro.
You trying to?
I just don't like. He has to get a life, bro. But like nobody doesn't. I don't care though. That's the thing. I don't care. I actually don't care. I don't care, bro. Like I just don't. I don't care.
Hey,
I don't care.
I hope you guys learned something right there, man. I hope our community is not like that.
But I mean, you think Los in your community?
I have this ongoing meme with some of my friends where like I'll see, for example, there'll be a drama going on, a beef between two people, and a fan will like take it upon themselves to say like the absolute most vile, disgusting, subhuman thing ever to a person. Mm-hmm. And I'll link it in a group chat and I'll be like, he's not human. That's the meme. It's like, he's not even human. It's not going to matter to him what I say. Because that's really how people actively move online. So there's people, if I see the wildest 10 out of 10, there's no way you could have said something more reckless in this tweet, I'll link it to some of my friends like, yo, he's not even human, bro. It's all good.
I think Davis did that today, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, that's an active meme of mine that I've been building with a group of friends because it's like, because fuck it, why not? Why not send this thing that you wouldn't send to nobody else that you think is a human being?
You wouldn't even say it in real life. That's the thing.
Swear to God.
Your voice would be trembling as soon as you start saying that.
All of the guys that sit there and hate on like LeBron or whatever, when they see LeBron in real life, LeBron, dude, you're a great basketball player, huge fan. Can I take a picture? Real shit. Real shit. You know what I hate though? When people do this to me is like, I'm yo, love your videos. You know what I'm saying? I watch your comedy. And then they'll like quiz you. They'll put you on the spot and they'll be like, name 3 specials.
That's the worst.
My mom did that on the phone with me the other day. I was like, Mom, do you hate me? Like, she's like, pick up the phone. So I picked up the phone and it was like 5 relatives. And I'm like, it's so long since I've seen you. And she's like, who's this relative? And I'm like, wow, it's the connection. I can't even hear what you're saying right now. Hey, I'll call you later though. No cap.
Ridiculous.
Hey, guys, get your lives together, man. If you have something to live for, that's a bad way to put it.
But they don't though.
If you have a purpose, you know what I'm saying? Like if you have a reason to get up in the morning.
They don't though.
Then the problems will immediately disappear in your life and you'll be more problem free. You would think taking on more responsibility would be like a burden, but it alleviates you of plenty of other burdens. Like we just watched a video downstairs of a woman, Lo, who had so few problems that she was overwhelmed. And you can't make this shit up, bro. It's so sad how like, for example, let's say this.
She just started making problems. She's like, but what if I don't look good enough when I'm going on vacation?
Like that's not even a thought. I don't even know if it's possible for that to cross my mind. That I'm what? No.
Just a thing about where you're. First of all, you have to be in a situation where you even financially are even capable of thinking
going on vacation.
No, just thinking about it.
Just a thought?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's people who are so poor they don't even like the idea of a vacation doesn't cross their mind.
Right.
They barely can even make it.
That's step one.
Then you have to have the capability of actually really planning out going on
the whole vacation.
Then you have to actually start piecing together the plan itself.
What you gonna do? What's that?
Where am I staying?
Yeah,
exactly. Then you have to realize where you're actually going, you mentally have to tell yourself, like, what type of clothes am I going to wear? And then when you get to the clothes, you're like, I might not.
I have a problem. There's an alarming issue here. We've gotten this far. We've gotten a lot of logistics out the way low, but there's a big problem.
These clothes that I'm about to buy for this vacation that I'm about to go on, I don't even know if I'm going to look good in those clothes.
And if I don't look good, what am I going to do?
I can't even go on vacation anymore just because I don't look good in the clothes that I'm going to be wearing on vacation.
This calls for an emergency meeting.
Fuck, man, I'm so stressed right now.
And then the worst part is, because at that point it's just to herself, right? That's her dealing with her problems. She can be like, I need to work this through with people, and she'll put it on other people's plate.
But it was not only that. Yeah, you're right. But then the premise behind it was like, and that's the reason why I shouldn't have to have a job, because if I have a job, there's no way I'm going to be able to like take care of my body enough to look good on vacation.
As if like Kevin Hart, who owns business after big, he owns a production company, he owns Laugh Out Loud Network, his Sirius XM network. He does stand-up comedy world fucking tours. He has children, a whole family, and he just got in a life-threatening accident. But even Kevin Hart, who's still doing comedy shows to this day, found some time to get fit and work out after physical therapy. But God forbid this woman here. She has to go through the burden of not only looking good, but going to work. I don't know how she's going to do it. Crazy. But I hope she works through that problem.
Crazy.
Because this bigger life problem she's going to have to face next up. You feel me? And whichever guy she ends up with. Crazy. Oh, my God. I have no idea how he's going to manage.
God forbid his stress levels even get, like, heightened just a smidgen because of the things that she puts on him. Because she can't juggle more than 2 or 3 things at one time, bro. But yeah, some of y'all got to get lives, bro. I promise you, when you get a life, like Agent said, when you get a life and you have certain things to do, you would think that it would like put a lot more on you. But what ends up happening is a lot of the insignificant shit that you care about gets replaced by things that actually matter. That's what actually happens.
Facts. Then now you're living a life of substance
and purpose and meaning. And so then when you meet someone else, you have value. We're it's like subliminally talking about that dumbass. Oh, I can't say. I was about to go crazy.
Or I'm just setting something out here. My bad. I ain't mean to disrupt. What was you about to say though? Because you got me a little curious now. You got me a little curious.
No, we just throwing subliminals at the young female that we saw downstairs.
Oh man,
that dumb. Oh, I can't. I was about to go crazy.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Hold back, man. Hold back.
Oh man,
hold back.
That fucking stupid. Oh, my bad. Okay,
please, Lord, please, please. You have to have restraint here.
Oh man.
You have to have restraint.
That fucking idiotic.
Come on, don't say. I know you want to say it. I know you want to say it, but don't say it though, bro. Don't say it. And so that's the reason. That's my TED Talk, guys. That's my TED Talk. You know what I'm saying? Isn't it crazy how many people alive right now can't appreciate the blessing that is their life, to the point where they have the gall to get online and demonstrate their lack of meaning by just spreading negativity or creating problems that don't exist. Like, let's take a step back. Let me get the exact number.
Actually, let me say this.
Let
me say this. Do you think
they can't even get the number? I wanted to get the odds of somebody being alive, and the odds are 1 followed by, I don't know. I don't even.
To the what exponent?
Followed by 2,685,000 zeros. That is a chance of you being alive. So now you're here. You made it. You were the sperm that won. Dude, fucking crazy. Congratulations, man. But now, like, you know, people have certain levels of privilege and advantage. You know what I'm saying? Some people grew up in America. You know what I'm saying? And that's privilege in and of itself. You guys have no idea, because some of you guys don't travel. So in your head, you're like, oh, I have it so bad. But then there's some people that grew up in like the Philippines and they really have nothing. They don't have air conditioning. They might not even have a roof. I'm not joking. To the zero, they have nothing. But you have to find, but those people though, and I believe this to be the case. Why are people in America less happy than the average person in Ethiopia? How?
Because it's just how they value what they put value in. That's it.
I'm walking across Ethiopia. I haven't been there like 11 years, but I remember like there'd be moms, and they've been through just the worst, and they have a bucket of whatever on their head. It could be a fruit, it could be water, it's whatever, it's work, and they're traveling. And that person, on average, how are they happier than we are here? It's because here we have less problems. Do we have problems, real problems? We're humans. We go through shit, yes. But we'll actively create. Bro, people will stop at nothing to be entertained. And if they can't find it in the form of a movie or some form of distraction, they'll create it. And they'll be like, but the earth is flat though.
Okay, all right.
And that's not a real thing. How much science you need to look at? And it's like, how can we just discard of those people? We don't need them. We actually don't need them. If you could be convinced that the earth is flat, I don't know how much good you're going to be, generally speaking. On average, you're going to be less useful to the society than the average person. There's just no, how you make it about life. The earth is flat? And then you might think to yourself, like, well, I believe the earth is flat. Let me talk to an astronomer or a scientist or just someone who'd be the most knowledgeable. And there's such a high degree of overwhelming evidence that leads to one point. But nope, how could that be? I believe differently. You are creating problems. That's who you are. You're a problem creator. That is your archetype.
Here's a real question.
I want you out of my life.
Do you think Cash could have made that shot that Danny Green missed?
No exaggeration. Yep. I believe that.
So we need to sign Cash over Danny? Bring in Cash?
Yeah, and I don't have to pay Cash $15 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he might play.
We give Cash the veterans minimum.
No, he'll play with LeBron for free.
I think most anybody would.
Exactly. See, he'll play for LeBron.
If it was allowed, there'd be a lot of role players that just do it for free. No joke.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yes.
Me.
Veterans minimum. They're taking veterans minimum. Like, for example, David West. That guy took a veterans minimum knowing he could get like $8-9 million a year.
Okay, but that's still getting paid though.
It's like
still got bills, you know what I'm saying? When Cash was make videos while he's training with LeBron,
he can fly that. You know, in the bubble, LeBron, what's good, bro? How's your ice bath going? Can I get in? Because he asked.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, no cap.
LeBron, when you're like, bro, you just make your shots, bro. You better make those shots, bro.
Work on your catching, shooting. You know what I'm saying? When I passed it to your ankle because I got quadruple teamed and you were open, work on that shot at the top of the key.
Yeah.
And Cash, his doctor just suspected a couple shots at him. You see that?
Yeah, I saw. I'm the one who told you.
Oh, yeah, you did. Memory and shit like that, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why he said that as if like, you know, he knew anything about basketball. Like, calm down, Dr. Disrespect. Cash can make his shots, bro. Chill out, bro. Cash can make it at the top of the 3-point line because he's money from there, bro. Trust. But yeah, I agree. I think Cash probably. Isn't that crazy? Actually, I don't know why, but I actually do believe Cash would have made that shot.
Yeah, but I'll say this: I think Cash is like a lot of people that's not pros, even pros, but to a more degree like amateur players that they're in their head a lot. Cash blows a lot of layups just because he's in his head. He knows the fundamentals on how to hit a layup. Yeah. But like when the pressure's on, you know what I'm saying? People move differently. Just in general, we're human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're susceptible to.
But I think Cash is built different though, so I think he would make the shot.
In the NBA Finals, I'd hope so.
Yeah, I think he built different. You know, all that pressure he didn't have to deal with on his life, so I think he built different.
And he probably had to deal with a lot, no cap.
I think he turned to Derek Fisher in the finals, just splash, just hitting them. Yeah. When they counted. Yeah. Which is crazy because Derek Fisher really didn't shoot that well, but he just make them ones that counted the most.
He's the most 75 overall player in NBA history.
But he would make them when it mattered, though.
Yeah, and no cap.
That's a crazy.
You gotta respect that.
That's what I'm saying.
You got to respect that.
And you always gotta have those type of people. This year,
have to.
It was KCP.
Like LeBron had like Mario Chalmers in Miami.
Exactly.
Like he was just Mario Chalmers.
Last year was Fred VanVleet.
Oh, yeah.
Out of nowhere, he just started balling for no reason.
Yep.
And if you're on the other team, you're like, we didn't have nothing for this.
Yeah.
There's no page. There's no Fred VanVleet page in the fucking defensive schemes. There's none of that.
Yeah.
So it's always like one of those players, bro. And the problem is, here's the problem with the Warriors why they start falling off.
Talk to me.
People start planning for Iggy because it was Iggy at first. They're like, we'll just leave Iggy open. Like, what's going to happen? It's Iggy. And he started making them. But it kept being Iggy for so long. People were like, okay, we're going to just start planning for this man now.
Exactly.
And nobody else stepped up for them.
It's like a life lesson right there.
Facts, bro. Always be ready, bro.
Get beat a couple times, start planning. You know what I'm saying? They planned for Siakam. They figured out his spin move.
Exactly. They were like, yo, he just spun his way through the playoffs last year. And he was like, nah, never again. Never again. That'll never, ever happen again, bro.
To be fair, the Celtics was the worst matchup in the conference for the Raptors.
Marcus Smart is better than 75 overall, but he did that shit on y'all too. He just started making threes. And I was like, oh, this nigga's Ray Allen.
There's no way you could have planned for 4 threes in the fourth quarter.
I was like, there's no way.
There's just no way
you just did that right now.
Yeah.
No way you just start pulling that off. So yeah, shout out to the KCPs. Shout out to the Derek Fishers, the Mario Chalmers, the Fred Van Vliets. Back in the who else was there? Jason Terry, because I don't know how he just come off the bench and start killing niggas. Like, oh, I guess Jason Terry's the second best player on the team now. So I guess that's what's about to happen right now.
Yeah,
we're gonna lose to Jason Terry.
Yeah,
the Robert Ory's.
Yeah,
crazy.
Too. You know what I'm saying? The DJ Mabengas.
Nah, he wasn't never hitting any shots like that. But
he hit a couple hooks.
No,
you don't think so?
No. It was a few series where it was Luke Wall and Vladimir Romanovich for the Lakers.
Oh man, I forgot about those guys.
DJ Vlad. Right?
Now Luke Walton is like the biggest 70 overall in history.
But he had, I think, against the Spurs in 2008, out of nowhere, he just started balling. I was like, oh my god, this is great. I know for a fact Popovich has every fucking wrinkle intact, but not a fucking Luke Walton one, nigga. He didn't
expect that.
He was not expecting a Luke Walton fucking wrinkle, nigga.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You rely on those like pop-up performances. Like
you do.
Who knew Duncan Robinson could do that?
Yeah.
Till game 5.
Yeah.
Like we knew he was nice, but every contested shot.
Low key, you be like,
we didn't know that.
This nigga, like, this how you playing? God damn.
You might have seen it a couple times out of him, but you thought it was like a fluke performance. Fuck around and do it a second time. You got a plan for him.
Yeah, exactly. You got a plan. Frank Vogel going like, fuck, man, I got a scheme for him too.
Yeah, now you chasing him around the block. Every off-ball screen, you're alert.
Yeah. Danny Green literally took his eyes off of him for like 2 seconds, and it was like, oh, that's a shot. Like, but it shouldn't be.
In game 5, he had 2 teammates bump into each other on the other team, like 2 opponents.
Yeah,
they bumped into each other.
Caruso and KCP.
And he got an open shot out of it. Imagine how great your off-ball play has to be for 2 defenders to bump into each other, and that's your opening.
And there was another one where, what's his name? Kyle Kuzma literally chest bumped him in the air and still made it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And then he was like, that wasn't a foul. Like, I didn't even see a foul. I didn't even touch him.
And he was like, that's a fucking foul, Kuzma. And he just looked at him and kept walking, bro. See, Kuzma was supposed to be there for the Lakers, but
KCP came through.
Yeah, KCP came
out of nowhere. Who would have thought?
Out of nowhere. Like 2 out of the last 3 games, he started balling. Shout out to Rondo, too. Out of nowhere. I always kind of sort of knew Rondo had it. Playoff Rondo exists. But I wasn't expecting KCP. Ain't gonna hold
he had like 1 good game in every series. But it mattered, though.
No. He had way more than 1 good game.
Come on. No.
Stop.
About 1 good game.
Don't disrespect, bro. But yeah, just always be ready, guys. I guess that's the moral of that story.
Yeah. Now we get to the ad of the podcast, which is subscribe to the Peer-to-Peer Podcast. Stop. We sponsored ourselves to remind you to subscribe so we can hit 100,000 on YouTube.
What happened? How's your conversation going on here?
I already got a date, but that's besides the point. Troy was hitting me up about some shit. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple things in the works. You feel me?
So do you think?
Let me actually hit him back because I know the answer to this question.
Do you think? I'm about to say, what type of date you going on, bro?
You asking a lot of questions.
You gonna be intimate? You gonna be secluded? Get something to eat? You gonna go skating? Walk in the park?
Sorry.
You gonna go moon sun gazing?
I don't do no romantic shit on the first date. First date is like
rose petals?
Can you imagine?
Candlelit?
Nah, I just got yeah.
And
she come back to the crib. First date is just I want to make sure that you have like I don't know, it's just like you just casing them out. You feel me?
But you might get manipulated.
I might get manipulated? I guess. There's always an opportunity for that.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she might just be asking questions about you and then come up with follow-up questions.
Yo, bro. We watched this video downstairs from this, like, it had to be some European chick. And the title was, how to date rich men or something like that.
Yeah.
And the tips she was dropping, you would think she was like training a cyborg on how to be a human. She was like, all right, tip number 3, you're going to want to have good conversation. And you're like, yeah, good conversation. That's important. You know,
and
on
here
a date.
Your 2 tactics.
She said she dropped a couple tactics. What were the tactics?
The first one was, ask him his interests.
That's a great tactic.
And I was like, or maybe you should just be like interested to figure out who he is as a person.
No. This is tactic.
And then
the second one.
Wait, what was the second one?
It was bring up something from the past. Like,
so he was like, yo, if you had a conversation with him and he like casually brought up like, yeah, my mom's not doing so well, you use that, right? You use that, you put it back in your mind and you're like, ooh, his mom is sick. I can use that in the regular. Like,
and she did. And he told her, oh man, that means so much. Thank you. I appreciate your concern. And then she was like, look, now I look like I care.
Yes. I got him. He thinks I care.
And then step 1 was, and no exaggeration, learn main events, like world events.
Yes.
And the example she gave was the pandemic, yo.
Yeah.
As if like that's something you had to learn or be taught. Like we wasn't all going through it.
And she was just like, yeah, yeah, did you hear the recent news about what happened? About how the rates are going up? Yeah, it's crazy. In New York, it's up by 17%. Has that affected your life?
And then
she's sick, bro.
And then she like took pride in like being able to answer that question.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's life.
She was saying like, she's like, now, all right, ladies, you gotta be ready because he's gonna ask you what you do. Now that's where the doozy comes in. Because truth be told, you ain't doing shit with your life, right? But you gotta be ready for that conversation.
No. In her defense, she literally said, just be honest with him, which is bad advice. If someone's watching that video,
somebody's gonna be like, oh no, I'm not writing that one now. No. I'll just lie on that one. I got my lie.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? She did say just be honest with him. And I think we stopped the video there because we were losing too many brain cells for that to be worth it.
But it's too many. But she was like, every like video we was watching, none of it was like find common ground. What is both of y'all interests? Try to like be emotionally connected. It had nothing to do with like love or anything. It was all like tactics and like guides to just find a certain type of man. That is weird.
Yeah, it is.
Weirdos. Big weird.
All right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all are weird, bro. And then they get upset when they get cheated on. I don't understand.
All right, bro.
I'm being so serious.
All right, man.
Like, why would I stay with you when you really had nothing of substance to begin with? You just manipulated your way into like a few extra dates. Like, come on, bro. I'm not taking it serious. You're getting cheated on tonight. And that's facts.
You're in a relationship. You can't say shit like that, bro.
Oh, but my girl knows I'm never going to cheat on her. Come on now.
Does she know that, though?
She knows now. I'll never
cheat on her. I don't want to plant the seed. My bad.
I know, but I never.
No reason. You're the most, no cap. Out of everybody I talk to, you're the most reasonable. Like, if I go to you, I know you won't lie or just say some fuck shit. Because I could expect that from most friends I ask.
Oh, about relationships?
Yeah, if I ask them, like, yo, I'm fucking with this girl, bro. What do you think, man? Should I do this? I could expect a BS answer. Like, yeah, man, fuck her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do this. This is going to be dope. And then you look like this. But yeah, you give good advice. So I don't want to plant that seed for no reason, trolling.
Yeah, but I don't think, she won't take it serious, though. But I'll make sure I cut this out. So let me go ahead. But yeah, also, Russia, those are weirdo women. And I don't like weirdo women because they're weirdos. A lot of y'all been weirdos lately. It's been really catching me off guard. Low key, no cap. Big weirdos. Anything else though?
Nah, let me set this up, bro. Say some shit on the podcast. This is urgent. I'm trying to set this up right now.
What are you setting up?
You're asking a lot of questions.
What are you setting up?
Stop asking me questions. No, bro. It's a video.
Nah, I think you sent another date, bro. You sent another date?
You hit my hand while I'm texting, bro?
Oh, shit. You want to take her to... You going to take her to the Ritz?
No.
Whoa.
Is that what you read?
Yo, you taking her to Benihana's?
Stop trolling, man.
Yo, you doing it like that? They gonna cook it right in front of her? Oh, she gonna bring roses.
Yo, are you done trolling?
That's crazy. You do roses on the first date?
Oh my God.
Damn, I should probably be doing shit like that.
No, do not do that.
Yo, Benihana's and roses on the first date? Tough, bro.
Stop being weird, Lil.
I mean, that's what you...
I asked people to ask questions for a Q&A on Twitter today. It was a obnoxious amount of people that was asked relationship questions, which was odd because I rarely talk about that stuff except like here on the podcast. And if you watch the podcast, then you have the answers to those questions. So those people were asking those questions unprompted by not me. It wasn't me that prompted. It was just curious. Maybe like because of the A&P video. I thought that was really interesting. You know what I'm saying? I've been like debating the pros. What are you looking at?
I don't know.
I'm debating the pros and cons. Let's say you got a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hypothetically.
I have one, bro. Okay.
I'm just saying hypothetically if you had one.
I have one,
okay. Would you feel comfortable showing her on video? Because there's plenty of pros to doing that.
We've already had a conversation.
But why though? Because I'm flip-flop. One year, I'm like, horrible idea. Next year, I'm like, maybe a little will be fine.
Maybe in a year I might maybe, but like right now it's a no, because these niggas troll, bro. And also, like, you can't ask me that in a week where a nigga just sent a death threat to Danny Green's fiance. Like, God forbid I have a hot take on.
But she not even like he don't show his fiance though, does he? Unless he does on his Instagram.
No, what I'm saying is that's the part. Like, nobody doesn't even like the fact that she's not a public figure, or maybe I don't know, maybe she is or she isn't, but she's not so wide known in the NBA community that I'm aware of who she is. And the nigga just like creeped on Danny Green's page, probably saw her on IG and was like, "Oh yeah, that's the one right there. I'm sending the DMs to her right now."
Yeah,
so
but
I don't want that to happen on niggas is weird.
That's gonna happen regardless, I believe, though.
Yeah, inevitably it will. But I want to have some type of control on that. I just don't want to.
So, but like, so you made it. You already took like a jump already, because there's like the people don't even know you're in a relationship. Now you told people, okay, people know you're in a relationship, and then you showing the person that's in a relationship, and then people getting to know the person that you're in a relationship. But there's levels to it. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You already crossed level 1. People know you're in a relationship. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you could only keep a secret for so long, man. Especially if you're a content creator. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing Instagram stories. The only times where I don't post for like days is if I'm spending time with somebody I can't record stories around.
True.
So there's just days at a time where I'm not recording what I'm doing. And it could be a lot of the time it is some interesting shit. Or if I do record it, like I'll cut them out, you know what I'm saying? As to not show them. You know, there'd be a couple times, there was a time like a month ago, I was talking to a girl and she did a story like here. And I was like, I was going to text her like, why'd you do that? Cause like, but there was barely anything showing. I would have been able to tell, but nobody else. And I was like, I don't know why she did that. Cause like, I'm going on my way to not make nothing public, especially if I'm just getting to know you. Mm-hmm. I'm most definitely not gonna.
But my girl doesn't really put anything on social media anyway, though.
What if she did what if she was like, me and Marcel, and she just took a selfie and posted that bitch on Instagram?
She thought about we've literally had this conversation. She said she's thought about it before, but she's like, I just don't want, like, just in case somebody,
So does she not want the attention?
No, she doesn't. No. But she doesn't even do that on her own. Like she very rarely takes.
Word, that's a good thing, by the way. That's a good trait.
Yeah.
The less you're on Instagram, the more I think I connect with you.
But I don't even really do that either, though.
Yeah. You be scrolling a decent amount.
No, I'm talking about like me posting myself.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't really. That's what I'm saying.
Which I hope you do more of that.
So no, that's I'm talking about like me posting like me.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I hope you do more of that as time goes on. Not on Instagram. I'm just talking about in general.
No. What I'm talking about on like personally me. I don't post Marcel.
Yeah, but I'm saying you should though.
No. But I posting low. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, start posting Marcel then, my guy. Is that why we haven't seen second channel videos?
No, that's low. No, that's low.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I don't post Marcel. Like I don't post things with the understanding of it just being me in my private life. because me posting my girl will be me in my private life. Me posting as an entertainer, then yeah, like you're right. But like, how many times have you posted something of like nothing has nothing connected to YouTube? How many times do you post something that's just strictly you?
Well, I mean, okay, I got a big ass beanbag right there. Does that count? That's just some me shit.
So did you post that?
Nah, but I could.
Okay, then that's what I'm saying.
I could though. It's just I haven't done it.
But did you think about it though?
Yeah.
Okay, but would you though?
No, I talked to girls where like a few months in, I'm like, it wouldn't be the worst thing if I did a story and like she was in the back. I don't want to delete the perfect story because she fucking was walking across. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this perfect story, but your kneecap was in it, and like I don't care if they see your kneecap, and they can't tell.
But I'm talking about like. All I'm saying is there's a lot of things that I preserve from myself because I don't.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I'm like on a. I just keep going back and forth. Like time passes, and I'm like, I wouldn't be that bad. And then I'll see someone go through a breakup online where they like their girlfriend was a part of their videos. Yeah. And then I'll see people's response, and I'll DM it to other people like he's not human. Stop. Because people was ruthless, bro. All
right, so the last thing you posted was with Frigga. That's like a content thing. The one before that is just you. The one before that was playing. Was a
I actively cut out. What are you saying right now? Like I don't do personal stuff on there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some just regular ass photos.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many of them are just regular ass me photos?
But I'm not really no model, so I don't do. I just do really just celebratory posts.
There's a whole bunch of niggas who aren't models. And they just post shit.
Yeah, but they be getting model bags though, or like you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm just talking about just on some regular shit. Like a lot of your shit is, hey, I'm Agent Zero type of shit. Not like me as Dean, like I'm doing, I'm out with my family or I'm celebrating with my personal friends. Like we're having a private moment. There's people who post shit like I'm at Christmas with my family. Like I'm not posting shit like that.
Yeah, I don't. I went out of my way to never show anybody in my family, or even when I was in uni, I asked my roommate, like, are you sure? Like, I could cut you out if you don't want to be in there. All you're doing is spotting me on the bench press. Because I was like, you don't need to be in there.
Exactly.
So it's like, but a lot of people don't understand, like, what it brings, though. It's like, and you have to be ready for people to not care about your humanity. Like, they will make fun of your teeth that's fucked up, your big forehead, your bad hairline, the fact that you're fat, the fact that you look this kind of way or you remind them of another person. They don't care. The first thing that comes to mind, he looks like Denzel Washington. Boom. It could be something positive. It could be something negative.
We're just roasting this nigga for the next how many ever long we know.
So it's like I don't like the prospect of me. If I was in a relationship with somebody and I put her through that, I feel guilty. Even though like I give like ample like you don't want that. Like trust me, you don't want that. You don't want to be in the story. Believe me.
But and I didn't have to convince my girl that either. It was like I already understood where we're at. I know sometimes you think that I convince her like. Don't talk to nobody when we get in this house.
You do that. I know you do that. Hey, I know you do that.
Hey, when we get in this house, don't say nothing to nobody. Don't make no eye contact. Don't make no eye contact. Don't say a whisper. Don't whisper.
You be having speeches like that before.
No, I don't.
I saw you on the Ring camera.
Please stop. Please stop.
Nah, no cap.
But that was something that she already agreed upon before. I mean, we had it recently too, so it wasn't even like a while ago. But it's something that she already came to the conclusion to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think the reason a lot of girls I talk to would never ask me to do some shit like that is because they would think that I will believe after asking that they was just fucking with me because of the clout. Mm-hmm. So a lot of girls I talk to go like so out of their way, it's almost annoying to prove like they're not fucking with me just because I either have money or clout. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'll see it in conversation. Like you could be interested. Like I have an interesting fucking job. You don't have to pretend like the shit doesn't matter. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? I could tell. I'm not a good read, I wouldn't say, but I have a decent read now on like just determining someone's motives. Cause that's always challenging, especially when you're talking to girls and feelings are involved. And with the guy, you could tell off fucking rip. You know what I'm saying? And it usually changes over time too. So you got to keep reassessing like, all right. But yeah, you guys, you took that first step. Yeah, I don't see you doing that. You're a very private guy. Yeah. Like you won't even, you give her speeches so she don't talk to me and Waleed and Davis and them.
Please stop.
So I know you're not going to show them off to all of these people.
Please stop.
I already know that.
Please stop.
So it's whatever. But the invite is open if you do want to join the podcast, Jeanette.
You know I'm just going to edit this out, right?
Nah, you not.
What are you doing,
no, bro?
Yo, what you say? Watch out.
The invite is why she can't.
What's up with you?
She can't know about the invite.
You good?
Hey,
you good?
Hold on.
Yo, you good? Are you good?
While we celebrate on the Lakers championship, why can't she know she has an invite?
Yo, you good?
So she doesn't know she's invited?
Yo, I think.
Lo, she don't know she invited?
Yo, you good?
She needs to know. She can make a decision if she want to come on. But I do think that's a bad idea. Who was the person? I was watching a content creator who said, like, don't show your girl in videos because the second you do, it might have been Los that said it. No, it wasn't Los. It was some other person. He's like, man, people are bringing up a girl from like 6 years ago.
It might have been Los.
In the chat, they're just trolling. The whole chat
I think that's Los,
is actively trolling about a girl from like 6 years ago. There was one stream about because they don't know how to stop.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's great? I tried to tell my girl about that too. Like, niggas are gonna keep making jokes about certain things for like months and months and months.
For years sometimes.
Yeah, so yeah. But yeah, bro. Yeah. I think that's shit.
Yo, why you looking at my shit? Why you looking at my shit, man?
Sunset. Y'all walking on the sunset? It's called a sky wheel. That's what, the little Ferris wheel thing you talking about? It's called a sky wheel. Yo, you doing it big. You gonna wear your chains? Huh? You gonna wear your chains?
Hey, stop fucking trolling, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Stop trolling.
I peep you. I peep it. Yo, I'm also I think I'm gonna get that chain too. The chain we saw.
Don't get no chain, bro. Come on, Lo.
The Cuban.
Why you getting the chain, man?
Cuban? I got you, bro.
No chain,
I need like something that everybody else know I'm successful with. So
you don't want people to know you're successful.
Yeah, they need to know.
I want to be like Rob Pelinka. I want the success to just emanate. Like, people just need to know when I walk across I could just be walking through Whole Foods and people like just. He looked like he got 20 million. Like he looked like he owned a couple like franchises or like he has his own clothing line in Walmart. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a licensing deal. He looked like he worked behind the scenes as a VC. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of that.
Oh yeah, guys, I finally got the car I'm gonna I know the car I'm gonna buy. Tesla Model Y.
You've been changing your opinion.
No, it's gonna be Tesla Model Y. Once I realized that the difference between a Y and a 3 was only a few $1,000s, I was like, oh, okay, so I'm getting a Y.
Why is price not to? It sounds weird having these conversations because people are like, oh, no, don't flex now, agent. But why does the price matter? Because you knew the price wasn't gonna be a big gap anyway. That was how you're gonna make your decision, not what's the better car.
Bro. Well, I mean, they're both Teslas, so I mean, come on now.
Well, there's a difference though.
What's the difference?
They're both Teslas, but they're different models.
I get that, but what's the biggest difference?
Well, one is a sedan, right? Uh-huh. The other one, take this in, is a crossover.
I also thought about getting an S too.
So that's a full size sedan. So you going from compact sedan to crossover to full size sedan.
I don't want to be no compact sedan.
Yeah, that's a Model 3.
Yeah, I don't want to be no compact sedan. I don't think I could. That's not really the car I want.
You need to pop out a big. But I'm telling you need to get a Suburban.
This is the conversation.
You need to pop out a Suburban.
The fuck up.
No cap. You need to pop out of a 2020 Suburban.
Stop. I'm not driving the bus. This is what I meant to ask. This is what I called you for the other day. What's the difference? We can have this conversation off the podcast. So we can just have it.
Facts.
Because I was gonna say about the BMW X series.
What about it?
X, like the 2, 4, and 6s are crossovers, and I'm trying to figure out when we went to the thing. Not
necessarily. You mean coupes? There's a difference. Coupe is like crossovers is like the in between a sedan and an SUV. They're usually like small SUVs. That's what they look like, and they're horrible purchases. I don't know why people buy them.
But a coupe is like just the back of the.
Yeah, SUVs, it's not really a coupe. They just be calling it that. Yeah, it just has like the angular look to it. They look real stylish.
What was it when we went to the street to go look at the car?
That was the XM5.
Okay, so that wasn't okay. Because I didn't like that, but I've seen a couple like X4s and 6s.
Those are fire. I don't think it goes. I don't know.
They depreciate crazy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's the reason why I was running.
Without a doubt. Yeah. But the same thing with most new designs that aren't like now. New designs like the Corvette. I said that's such a good price. Like everyone's gonna buy it. Yeah, Lamb truck. It's such a good price. Everyone's gonna buy it. The price can go up.
A Lamb truck.
Price went up for a while on the Lamb truck.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's back down now.
How much it cost?
$250.
Oh shit.
But like if you had it in the first year, like you could have sold it used for like $300.
Wow.
People went extra for it.
I might have to get a Lamb truck. Wow.
That what you about to do? You about to go from a Model Y to a Lamb truck?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the big jump there. Since we talking about price.
But is it though?
Yeah, there is.
I mean, I can afford it though, so.
Yeah, besides the point. Should
it's
you?
It's not even like a quarter of like how much I bring in. Imagine a nigga saying that I'm gonna spend a quarter of what I bring in on a car.
Yeah,
niggas wilding. I actually might get Cole's Lambo.
You already sold it, so no.
You're
lying. You sold it.
Who?
Cole.
I know, but who bought it, bro?
Oh, I know who bought it, but I can't say.
Man, bro, he said you gonna give me a good deal and shit, bro.
It's tough for you, bro.
Damn, I was gonna buy it for a good price.
What were you thinking? What would you offer him?
Oh, he said he's gonna give me for like 75.
I don't know if that's more or less than what he sold it for. I have no clue. It's probably less. No, it's so considerably less. Sorry, I was thinking about it.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna give me a good deal. He fuck with me.
Oh, so you're trying to get the real bargain.
Yeah, he gonna
20% off.
He gonna fuck with me, yeah.
35% off.
He was like, yo, you know, you my guy. Normally I would give for like 6 figures, but you fuck me on 75 cash, I got you. I was like, say less. Me banging out a couple videos and I got you. That's what I did, bro. Damn. I was gonna squeeze my ass in a Lambo. Tough now. But yeah, Model Y though. Maybe Model 3. I still don't really know. But yeah.
You gonna keep jumping around, man. Okay.
But I think that's it though, bro. Lakers champions again. Tory, 22 years.
Almost 23, actually.
Oh man. Damn. Imagine. Well, how old is he? That's
like
such a good
25?
Oh man. No.
I don't know. I would be surprised if he got the aggravated assault charge. I'm saying shit like I've seen the videos, but they would need a pretty.
Oh, he's 28.
They would need a pretty ironclad video to get him with that one.
Yeah.
Because everything right now sounds circumstantial, but he might get at least a few. That'd be tough.
At the peak of your powers, getting locked down.
Yeah.
You worked so hard to get to this moment just to throw it away.
Damn, you trying to. I hope he doesn't watch this. You can be so depressed.
I mean that's a fact. You gotta take that on the chin, bro. You make your decisions. You're a man.
Yeah, that's true.
You made your decisions.
He put himself in that situation, and it was like, you know how I'm gonna get out of this? I'm gonna drop this album. Crazy.
Yo, shout out to all my podcast people out there for rocking with us on another episode of Peer to Peer Podcast. On my left, my co-host. You got any last words, bro?
Congrats, Lakers, on the championship. Straight positivity from here.
I'm happy you're not being a hater no more, bro.
When have I hated?
Even when we was on Walid's video, we was like, oh, there go that nigga hating again, bro.
No,
I'm happy.
You were the hater.
Stop. How many times do I hate?
Like I said,
bro.
You've done it all podcasts.
I'm not a hater. This nigga just be talking that shit. Y'all know me.
You was hating on Los a moment ago.
Who? How?
You wasn't just doing that?
How?
Send the clip.
How can I hate on that nigga and nobody take him serious because the shit he be saying? Like, come on, bro.
Come on, man. Stop.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Stop. Don't bring that nigga up no more.
Cut it out, man.
Don't bring him up, bro. Come on now. Soon as LeBron is out the league, you'll never hear from him again. Crazy.
That's gonna be the case for a lot of people, unfortunately.
Yeah, but his voice out of the community is gonna be it's gonna be good.
Hey, all right, just end the pod, bro.
Also, whatever team's gonna make the finals next year to face LeBron, he's gonna find a way to bandwagon them as well. Yo, shout out to all my podcast people out there rocking us on the audio platforms, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you rate us a 5-star, leave a comment. Also, Spotify, Google Play, y'all go crazy. You know how I skipped over the other platforms just so he don't say nothing reckless yet again. We're at the end of the podcast though, so I guess you can say it.
Fuck Audio Mac, man. That's how I'm feeling.
Yes,
sir.
Also, shout out to everybody out there who on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below. Lakers, all Lakers only. And after you do all that, make sure you hit the notification bell so you can join. Know the gang. Gang.
Did you do that in the beginning?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
See, I know you missing it. I got you. Don't worry. I carry the podcast, so I carry your second channel and your main channel. Don't worry.
You carry those?
Carry them. I'm waiting for my check.
Oh, that shit about to come too.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for my cut.
Yeah,
put in the comment section and also word of mouth people. Tell him what's the percentage I should be getting off of the money that he gets.
I should be getting like a team 10 percentage from you. You know what I'm saying? since I clouded you up.
I'll smack the shit out of you. Don't ever call me a team 10 member.
You know what I'm saying? On some Jake Paul shit. You gonna have to give me 20. You gonna have to give me 20.
That's almost calling me. That's almost being.
You gonna have to give me 20 of all income.
That's
even
almost
your brand deals too.
That's about as disrespectful as calling me the nigga that's staying next to Fredo.
What?
You know niggas that stay next to Fredo that nobody knows?
Oh, yeah. I'll put you on that Team 10 contract.
Stop.
We work it out.
Stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop. You live with me.
Come on, man.
And shout out my word of mouth people out there. Y'all be rocking with us all the time, every day, all day on Twitter and shit like that. So I definitely appreciate y'all always holding us down. And we'll see y'all next episode, bro.
Peace.
Oh yeah, shout out to Dak Prescott too, man. Hope everything is well.
Oh, yeah, that was tragic.
Speedy recovery. Yeah, speedy recovery.
Shout out him.